Hello everyone, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
How are you? Okay, let's start from page 10 where we stopped last time because we did it halfway and we left there some work. And the work which is there, that is table 4. That is the work which we are going to start with, reciting that table 4. Why have they given us table 4? Because when you are in long division, that table is going to be helping you, yes, in dividing and in multiplying. It will be helping us. That's why they first given us table 4, because they knew some of us, we didn't memorize table 4. That's why they've given it to us. Okay? We have there 1 times 4, 4, 2 times 4, 8, 3 times 4, 12, 4 times 4, 16, 5 times 4, 20, 6 times 4, 24, 7 times 4, that is 28, 8 times 4, 32, 9 times 4, 36, 10 times 4, 40, 11 times 4, that is 44, and then 12 times 4, that is 48. Yes? But the work for today is on page 11. Let's go to page 11. But should I say that I'm requesting you to be more attentive? Why? Because long division is a little bit challenging. You can say that, yeah, teacher, or you've been teaching us long division, but I know it is a little bit challenging. Now, be more attentive. Be more attentive, even though you've been having those numbers of long division, but be more attentive. Let's go to number 1. Number 1, we have right. Number 1, we have 1084 divided by 4. That's what we have. 1084 divided by 4. I know some people, they used to give them numbers for long division and they would say, let me draw the 4 heads. I keep drawing. Now, if they've given you 1000, when will you finish? Now there, that bigger number, we are going to use long division. Okay? But when I look at your work, that space is not enough. And so, start from up there where the page starts from.
I think Anna has a question.
Yes, Anna? Those books. Yes, Anna? Are you asking something? All right. I've told you on number 1, when I look at the space they left for you, it is not enough. And so, if the page starts from here, yes, now it should start from there. Okay, so that it can fit. Now let's draw our symbol for long division. I don't want to leave anybody behind. Here we put our 4, we put here our 1084. Are we together? Teacher said she doesn't want to leave anybody behind when it comes to long division. Okay? Now we are here. Remember we said in long division, we always start from the bigger place value. Now this is ones, tens, hundreds, and then thousands. Meaning that we are going to start with this number which is under thousands. Yeah? And this is number 1. Now, 1 divided by 4. Hey, let me remind you this. We said divide, multiply, subtract. Then there we shall put down or drive. Let me just give you this. Now, 1 divided by 4. That is our first step. What do you get? You have your 1 orange. You want to give it to 4 children. What is the answer? 1 divided by 4. Yes, Bella? Hey, okay. If I say I have, because you said 1 divided by 4. These are the heads I'm going to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. I share 1. Now, these ones have not got. Meaning that 1 divided by 4, we shall have 0. Write your 0 there. Now the next step is to multiply. Get the answer which you've got, which was 0 times the divisor, which is 4. 0 times the divisor. 0 times 4. Yes. Now, any number times 0 is said we get 0. Now, 0 times 4 we shall have 0. Yeah. The next step is to subtract. Now, 1 take away 0, we shall have 1. Yes. Now we pull. We got an express value, we pull down. Now we are going to pull down, that is 0. Now this one has become number 10. Now 10 divided by 4. 10 divided by 4. What do you get? You have your 4. You want to give them 10 oranges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes? You can see that they all got the 2, but these ones have remained. Yes, we start with the remainder. Now we are not going to consider these ones which have remained. Let's go with these ones. Now we shall have 2. I've circled this because these 2 have not got. That's why I've circled them. Now we remained with the 2. They all got 2. Now we shall say 10 divided by 4. We shall say that we have 2. Yeah? Now, 2 times this. The answer which you've got, 2 times the divisor. 2 times 4. Yes? Who can tell me? 2 times 4, do you get? 2 times 4. You have table 4 there. 2 times 4, do you get? Yes, Shivan? Yes?
8.
We get 8. Thank you. Now the next step is to subtract. Yeah? 10 take away 8, we shall have 2. Then we drive. Because we still have more numbers. Now we drive this 8, we write it here. Yeah? Now, we've got 28. Yes? It's better if you don't know the numbers, it's better you draw the 4 heads. Now you have 28 divided by 4. You better, if you are not sure, you draw the 4 heads and share 28. 28 divided by 4. What do you get? 28 divided by 4. If I'm not sure, I draw there the 4 heads quickly, then you share and tell me. 28 divided by 4. What is the answer? Some people are not working out, they are waiting for teacher to give them the answer. I'm not going to give you. I want to get the answer from you. Yes, Denisha? Okay. Ria? We get 7. We put our 7 up here. Now the next step is to multiply. Now 7, the answer which you've got, 7 times 4. 7 times 4. Still we shall have 28. We subtract. 28 take away 28, that is 0.
Yeah. I think Denisha can't hear us.
Denisha, can you hear me? Do this if you can hear me. Do this if you can hear me. But for me, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Denisha. But we're on page 11, if that's what you are asking. Alright, here after subtracting, we've got 0. Now remember, we still have one last digit here. We also pull it down. Hey, that's why I told you to be more attentive. Now here you have 4. 4 divided by 4. What do you get? 4. You have your 4 oranges. You have your 4 children. How many will each get? 4 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4. What is the answer? Yes, Paradise? Paradise? We get 1. Thank you. We write our 1 there. Now the next step is to multiply. You get the answer, which was 1 times the divisor. 1 times 4. 1 times 4, that is 4. Then subtract. 4 take away 4, that is 0. That is our answer for that number 1. And let me hope we've been moving together. Because I told you in long division, I don't want to leave anybody behind. Yeah, we start together, we finish together. Now let's look at number 2 also. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 is 1,208. Is it? Divide by 4. Alright, that is number 2. 1,208 divided by 4. Yeah? Now, Sylvan, here we are going to use long division. That's why let me keep reminding you. Be more attentive and let's move together. I don't want to leave you behind. I don't want to leave you behind. Yes, Julian?
Which page are we?
Oh, page 11. Yes, Shivan. Shivan?
Space for number 2.
We don't have space for number 2. That's why I told you number 1 that starts from up, because I saw that space was not enough. But go where there is table 5 down there. Are you seeing where there is table 5 on that very page? Yes. Now write that number 2 on within that space. The good thing, the work is on the same page. You just get that number 2, you write it opposite to that table 5. Okay? And I know you are not alone. Many people are like you. Get that number 2, write it there where there is table 5. Alright, now let's start. Get our 1,208 divided by 4. Let me hope we are done with this. Because I told you, I don't want to leave anybody behind on this work. If you've just come, we are on page 11, number 2. And I want us to move together. I don't want to leave you. Okay, now here you have 1,208 divided by 4. Remember, teacher said we start from the bigger place value. Yeah? Now this is the number in the bigger place value, which is 1. 1 divided by 4. 1, you have your 1 orange, divided by 4 children. How many will each get? 1 divided by 4. Hey, who can tell me the answer? 1 divided by 4. Yes, Leah? 1 divided by 4.
0.
We shall have 0. Thank you. Then we put here our 0. Teacher doesn't want to leave anybody behind. We said we divide, multiply, subtract. After you pull down, if there is any other number. Now we've got this. The next step is multiply. 0, the answer which you've got, times the divisor. Yes? Any number times 0, you get 0. 0 times 4, you shall have 0. The next step is subtract. Then we subtract. Yeah? 1 take away 0, you shall have 1. Then we pull down 1 digit. Or we drive 1 digit. Are we together? I don't want to leave anybody behind. Let's move step by step when we are together. Okay? Now we've got 12. Now 12 divided by 4. What is the answer? 12 divided by 4. If you are not sure, you better draw the foreheads and share the 12. Yes, Julian? Julian, unmute yourself.
Sure.
Yes.
I can't. I can't see number 1 well.
I still on number 1, Julian? Now I'm suggesting, can you leave number 1 and go to number 2? Because I've already left you on number 1. And in math, you don't copy like you not see. Yes? At least leave number 1, come and follow the steps for number 2. They will help you to answer number 1. Understood? First leave number 1, go to number 2, and we move together. Alright. Start with number 2 so that you can see all the steps. They will help you even to answer number 1. Alright, here we've got 12. Now we've said 12 divided by 4. Yes, Anna?
3.
3, thank you. Then we put here our number 3. We said after dividing, we come to this, multiply. Now the answer which you've got, 3 times the divisor. Now you have 3 times 4. Yeah? Quick answers. 3 times 4, do you get? 3 times 4. You have your table there. 3 times 4. What do you get? Whether you have some people who have not given me answers. Let me just choose. Yes, Lucy? 3 times 4. Lucy? Unmute yourself and tell me. Table 4 is there with you. Now when I say 3 times 4, how many do you get? Yes? Okay, who can tell me 3 times 4? Darius? Darius? You? 7? Darius, you are busy adding. Okay. Thank you. We get alright, thank you. We write it there. Now the next step is to subtract. Yeah? Now, 12 take away 12, we shall have 0. I've said I don't want to leave anybody behind. When I leave you, you just leave what I've, That's why I've told somebody to leave number 1 and you focus on number 2. Now here you've got 0, then you pull down, this is 0. Yeah. Now we have 0 divided by 4. 0 divided by 4. Who can tell me the answer? 0 divided by 4. Yes, Shivan? 0 divided by 4.
0.
Alright, we get 0. Thank you. Now 0, the answer which you've got, times 4. Still the answer will be 0. Our next step is to subtract. 0 take away 0, that is 0. Then we drive or we pull down this number 8. Yes. Now we have 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4. Who can tell me the answer? 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4. Let me try out these ones. Okay. I have my friend there. Your hand is up. You have Apa and family. Can you remind me your name first? Unmute yourself. Okay. Yes, Noella. Yes, Noella. Yes. Now, can you tell me?
4.
Okay. Thank you. 8 divided by 4.
Teacher.
8. Noella, tell me 8 divided by 4. Yes. 8 divided. Yeah, we get 2. Okay.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
Wait, you're too fast.
Okay. Now here it says 8 divided by 4. Sorry, I'm going to reduce the speed, alright? Here, 8 divided by 4, you've got 2. Now the next step is to multiply. 2 times 4. When you check out that table for which you have there, 2 times 4, what do you see? What do you have? Yes, Paul? Paul? Hey, okay, who can tell me 2 times 4? If you are not sure, check out that table for which you have there. Yes? Okay, yes, Darius? Darius? Alright, 2 times 4, we shall have 8. Now, 8 take away 8, that is 0. Alright? What's for me that one there? Okay? Now for number 3 and number 4, those ones you try them out, but don't mind. We are going to divide still on the next pages. Still we have long division. Okay? If you've not understood those 2 examples, we are going to have more about long division on the next page. Or pages, not even page, but pages. But let's first look at table 5 before we go to page 12. Number 3 and number 4, I said you do them after class, but if you've not understood, wait, we are going to page 12, still we are going to be dividing, okay? Now let's first recite table 5. We have 1 times 5, 5, 2 times 5, 10, 3 times 5, 15, 4 times 5, 20, 5 times 5, 25, 6 times 5, 30, 7 times 5, 35, 8 times 5, 40, 9 times 5, 45, 10 times 5, that is 50, 11 times 5, 55, and then 12 times 5, 60. Now that table 5 is going to help us when we are still dealing with long division. Okay? Now let's look at that number 1 there. I've told you, if you've not understood the other 2, now let's focus on this next one. Alright? Then number 1 there, we have 60,430 divided by 5. Yes. Now let's start. I told you, make sure I don't leave you. Let's move together. Even if today we answer 5 or 6 numbers, but I want you, at least when you've mastered them, make sure I don't leave you. Right? Now you draw this symbol for long division. Put 5 inside. And then here 60,430. Right? And we hope we are done with that. Now let's start to divide. Remember we said we start from the bigger place value. Yeah? And this is the number under the bigger place value. We start from our left hand. Now here you have 6 divided by 5. 6, if you have your 6 apples, divide by 5 children, or give them 5 children. What is the answer? 6 divided by 5. Who can tell me the answer? 6 divided by 5. 6 divided by 5. Yes, Bella? Let me do it here faster. It is 6 divided by 5. We draw the 5 heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We share these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah? Now I'll circle this. Why? Because this is a remainder. Let's go with this one, whereby they've all got. Now, how many does each have? 1. Now that is the answer, 1. Right? Now the next step we said multiply. The next step is multiply. Now get the answer which you've got, which is 1 times 5. 1 times 5. I want to get it from you because I don't want to leave you. 1 times 5, what is the answer? Yes, Anna? Anna?
5.
We get 5. Then you write it here. The next step we said subtract. Okay? Now here get 6, take away 5. We shall have 1. Alright? Now we come to the next place value. We pull down or we drive 1 digit, which is 4. Now we shall have 14 divided by 5. I told you, you better draw the heads. You better draw the heads if you are not sure. You draw the 5 heads and share 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll ring these. Why? Because these are remainders, since this one has not got. Now we are counting these ones, whereby they've all got. Now when I look at this, they've all got 2, 2, apart from the remainder. Now we put here our 2. We together? Now after writing these 2, the next step is to multiply. The answer 2, the 2 which you've got, times the divisor. Yeah? 2 times 5. We shall have 10. Now 14. 4 take away 0, that is 4. 1 take away 1, that is 0. Right? Now we pull down this. Let me hope I'm not leaving anybody behind. 43. Yeah? Now, 43 divided by 5. Let me get the answer from you. Draw the 5 heads, share 43 and tell me the answer. Faster, faster. 43 divided by 5. What do you get? Share, and when you have the remainders, you circle them and you count those ones. You tell me the answer for those ones which are not remainders. 43 divided by 5. I want to get the answer from you. Who has got the answer? Share faster, faster and tell me. You draw the 5 heads. Don't use your fingers in a division. Don't. Okay, yes, better. We get 8. Thank you. We put our 8 there. Now you say the answer which you've got 8 times the divisor. Now here you have 8 times 5. Yes. Who can tell me 8 times 5? What do you get? 8 times 5. 8 times 5. You have table 5 there. Check out table 5. 8 times 5, what do you get? Yes, Anna. Daniel, we on page 12. Yes, Anna. We get 40, thank you. Now we take away. 3 take away 0, that is 3. Then 4 take away 0, that is 0. Right? Now we pull down. That is 0, we add it there. Now we have 30. 30 divided by 5. 30 divided by 5. Share faster. I don't want to give you my answers. I want to get the answers from you. That's why I said we need to move together step by step. Now when I say 30 divided by 5, what do you get? Draw the 5 heads and share 30. That's what I told you. 30 divided by 5. You mean only one person? 2? Others, where are we? 3? Okay. Yes, Liam? We get 6. We put it up. Then the answer which you've got 6 times 5. 6 times 5. What do you get? 6 times 5, what do you get? 6 times 5, what do you get? Okay, we get 30, thank you. Then we subtract 0, if we take away 3, also 0. And that is our answer. Okay. Now let's look at number 2. Number 2, which is 4,620. 4,620 divided by 5. Yes, please. You don't have enough space. Now what we are going to do, are you seeing where there is table 6? On that very page. Yes? Now we are going to write within that space, which is where there is table 6. Use that space to write number 2. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now number 2, we have 4,620. 4,620. Still, let me repeat this. Make sure teacher doesn't leave you. For some reasons, because I know this work sometimes is challenging. That's why I want to move with you. Okay? Now draw this. Draw that symbol for long division and put in 4,620 divided by 5. Okay, now if you are done, that is great. Now let's start from our bigger place value or from our left hand. There we have 4 divided by 5. 4 divided by 5. That will be a 0. Why? If you have 4 oranges, divide by 5, one child will not get. Now we shall have 0. Yeah? Let me keep writing this. Divide, multiply, subtract. Now after getting this, now the answer which you've got times the divisor, 0 times 5, we shall have 0. The next step is subtract. Let me hope we are together. Now we are subtracting 4, take away 0, that is 4. Yes. Then we drive or we pull down 1 digit. Now you've got 46. Yes. Now 46 divided by 5. You do it in your books and tell me the answer. Do it from there and tell me the answer. 46 divided by 5. What do you get? 46 divided by 5. Draw the 5 heads and share 46 faster and tell me the answer. Okay, if you've got the answer, put up the hand and tell me. Okay. But why is it that teacher is seeing? Let me try out other people. Carrie, what have you got? Because I can see the same hands almost. Let me see those ones who have not given me so far. Carrie, what have you got? Yes. 46 divided by 5. What have you got when you are dividing? Okay. Who has got the answer? Put up the hands. What teacher was saying? 9. Okay. You've got 9. Thank you. Now the next step is to multiply. Get the product, which is 9 times the divisor. Now 9 times 5. Who can tell me? Check out your table 5. You have table 5 in your books. 9 times 5, what do you get?
9 times 5.
9 times 5, what do you get? Yes, Martha? Martha? Hey. All right. Let me get. 9 times 5.
36.
Martha. 9. Martha, go back and check table 5. 9 times 5 and see which number is there. Open and check table 5. Yes, check and see. 9 times 5. What is the answer?
45.
Alright. Thank you. We get 45. The next step is subtract. 6 take away 5, that is 1. 4 take away 4, 0. Then we drive this. Yes. Now we've got 12. Alright. Now 12 divided by 5. 12 divided by 5. Still I want the answer from you. 12 divided by 5. What do you get? 12 divided by 5. Let me see whether now I can hear Denisha. Denisha, what have you got? Because the other time I was not hearing what you were telling me. Now, can you talk to me? 12 divided by 5, what is the answer? Denisha?
Denisha?
12 divided by 5, what do you get? Oh, you draw 5 heads and share 12. Okay, let me see what's got the answer. 12 divided by 5. Ethan, we are on page 12. Noella? Hey, you mean Ethan is giving me the answer? Okay, Ethan. Ethan? Yes. The answer is the 3. Thank you. Here, but Ethan, if you have your 5 heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are giving them 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you seeing? Now these ones are having 2, 2, 2, 2. These two are having 3. I said you circle these. We call these ones remainders and you consider these ones. Yeah? Now our answer will be 2. Alright? Now 2 times 5. Okay. 2 times 5. What do you get? 2 times 5. Since some are not seeing their tables. 2 times 5. Okay, Adil. Adil, 2 times 5.
2.
Adil. Yes.
10.
Okay, 2 times 10, 2 times 5, we shall have 10. The next step is subtract. Yeah? Now 2 take away 0, we shall have 2. 1 take away 1, that is 0. Remember, we still have another digit. Yeah? We also drive it or we pull it down. We add it here. Now we've got 20. 20 divided by 5. What do you get? 20 divided by 5. Share quickly and tell me. 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5. Yes, Anna?
4.
We get, okay, 4. Now the next step is to multiply 4 times 5. 4 times 5. We have those tables. 20. We put it here, then we subtract. 0 take away 0, 0, 2 take away 2, that is 0. And that is our answer. Let me hope we've been moving together. Okay, now what we are going to do, those two you will do them after class, number 3 and number 4. But page 13, page 14, let's first skip them. Why? I know some people are tired. Yeah, we shall go back to long division next time. Let's first skip those 2 pages. Because I know when I continue with long division, I will leave many people on their way. Yeah? Now first leave page 13 and 14. Okay? Now let's go to, because page 15 there we have the graph and data interpretation. At least this one is okay. Yeah? But they answered for us that work on page 15. Page 16, they answered for us some work. Now let's start from page 16 there. I said for long division, let me first stop there because I'll leave many people. Let us at least look at the graphs. Yeah, on page 16, that number 1, where there is the word activity. Yeah, we have the graph below, shows the types of trees found in the school compound. Start the graph below and answer the questions that follow. Yes, study the graph and answer the questions that follow. We have the apple, because we have the type of our plant, and then the type, and then the number of trees grown. We have apple, oranges, or orange, jackfruit, pawpaw, and then mango. But you have a key. Because I remember even in term 2, we looked at that work. A key whereby 1 tree stands for 3 trees. 1 tree stands for 3 trees. Yeah? Now let's look at the questions. Question 1 is, how many jackfruit trees are there? How many jackfruit trees are there?
There are 7 jackfruit trees.
Remember, our key is 1 tree is equal to 3 trees. When you see somebody with 1 tree, it means that person is having 3 trees. Yes? Now, how many jackfruit trees are there? How many? Let me first count. When I look at jackfruit, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. Don't forget to multiply. Because 1 tree is equal to 3 trees. That's why I'm multiplying by 3. Yes? Times 3. 7 times 3. Now you can tell me the answer. 7 times 3. What do you get? 7 times 3.
21.
7 times 3. Okay, we shall have 21. How many jackfruit trees? We shall have 21 jackfruit trees. Jackfruit trees. Okay, then number 2 is, or Roman numeral 2. Which type of trees had the same number planted? Which type of trees had the same number planted? Okay, who has seen the answer? Which type of trees had the same number planted? Yes, Asio. Asio.
Orange tree and purple tree.
Orange tree. When I look at the orange, they are 5. When I look at the purple, they are 6. Yay. But the question is, which type of trees had the same number planted? Yes, Noella?
Mango and apple.
Okay, thank you. We have apple trees, and because they are all 8. Apple trees and mango trees. Okay. Then Roman numeral 3. How many orange trees are there? How many orange trees are there? Don't forget, 1 tree stands for 3. Yeah? Now they are asking you, how many orange trees are there? What are you supposed to do? How many orange trees are there? Okay, yes, Martha? Martha?
15 orange trees.
15 orange trees. Okay, when you look at the orange, the trees were 5. Yeah? But remember we said 3 trees stands for 5. Sorry, 1 tree stands for 3 trees. Now we are going to count those 5 which are there times the 3 which is within 1 tree. Now that's why she has got 15 trees. 15 orange trees. Because when you just put there 5, it means that 1 tree stands for 1. But remember, 1 tree stands for 3. That's why we are multiplying by 3. Okay? Then Roman numeral 4 is, work out the total number of trees planted on the school compound. Let's do this one together. Work out the total number of trees planted on the school compound. First add all those trees which are there. Add them.
6, 12, 15.
How many trees are there so far? Yes, Julian.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Julian?
27, 28.
Here. How many are they? How many trees are there? First count those trees which are there, which you have on your graph. I said, Julian, how many are they? Okay, who has counted them?
You didn't answer number 2.
Yes. What have you said, Julian?
You didn't answer number 2.
I answered it. Which type of trees had the same number planted? Is that the question?
Yes.
And the answer is still on the board. Meaning that you've not even answered number 3. Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2, the answer is here. Is that the question? Okay. Who can tell me how many trees? How many trees? Yes, Bella. Bella? Yes. Yes, Bella, how many trees? You just show me that number in the A, I'll see it. Okay. There are 34. Now time moves the 3 which are in one tree. Yes? Now 4 times the 3, we shall have 12. We shall have 12. Now we write 2, we carry 1. Yes? Now here you have 3 times the 3, that is 9, plus 1, that is 10. Now the answer is supposed to be 102 trees. Let's answer the last one. V. The last one. V, which is, what is the difference? What is the difference between the highest and the least number of trees planted? What is the difference between the highest and the least number of trees planted? The highest number, how many are they? I think the highest, those are 8 times 3. Take away the least, those trees are 5. Then you also get 5 times 3. Yes? Now, what is 8 times 3? 8 times 3? Yeah. Okay, we shall have here 24, take away 15. Now we are finding out the difference between the highest and the least number of trees planted. We shall have 9 trees. Are we there? Okay, then in number 2, now that one you do it for me as homework. Even number 2 there. Number 1 on the next page, where they've shown for you, just keep drawing those apples. Number 19, that one is also okay. Number 1, number 2, that is page 18 and page 19. You will stop on page . Okay, there I will stop on page 20, but don't answer that graph. The above graph, don't work on it. Just answer number 1 and number 2. Number 2 ends on letter F, which is on page 20. Okay? Meaning that you are going to answer from page 17 up to page 20. Plus the other numbers. I think there are like 6 which we skipped before. What you don't understand, I gave you my number. You are free to call me and ask me. Yes, Daniel? Daniel, first unmute yourself.
I'm not seeing the words on the board.
You're not seeing the words?
Yes.
Daniel, are you still writing? Daniel, are you still writing?
Yes.
On which number are you?
I am on number 18.
Page 18, number 18.
Page 18, I mean.
At page 18, I've said that is homework. From 17, which is number 2, up to page 20. That is homework. What you've not understood, because I saw you came late, I gave you my numbers. You are free to send me that question or to call me and ask me. Alright? Okay, bye-bye.